Hello, my lives. We are back. We are back. We are back for another Patreon Picks What I Read reading vlog. And I am starting this vlog with Soul Keeper by David Douglas. Yes, I know I am running out of time for this to be in the correct month. I am so sorry. I apologize. But we did decide nobody reads, no obligation reads for next month. And I do need to get this out there. But yeah, I have had David Dalglish's books, all of them, on my shelves for a very long time without having read them. It's been a problem I have. It's also a problem that my friend Izzy has. And so she wants me to read this to make sure she wants to keep it on her shelves because we've bought all of the David Dalglish and then haven't read them. I have read The Bladed Faith. I really enjoyed that, and I very recently bought the second book in that series, so I will be continuing with that. But I went into this knowing that I liked David Dalglish's writing already, so that was a plus. I did know that The Bladed Faith was plotted very well. However, in this book, one of the things that I am noticing is we're being introduced to a lot of creatures, and while I find some of it fascinating, I don't care. You haven't given me a reason to care just yet, and that's going to take a lot. So I am, let's see, 170 pages in, and that's really all we've done is be introduced to all of these creatures that are coming into this world because magic has come back. Actually, the tagline is the magic has returned, so have the monsters. But I need some plot. I definitely need to see where this book is going because it is 700 and some odd pages. I cannot read 700 pages of nothing. I've already read 170 pages of nothing, and I'm getting very bored. The writing is good, the characterization is good, the introduction to all of these monsters is very interesting, but I'm losing my ability to care because there's no plot so far. I am going to keep reading it though, because I also need to find out if this is a series that I need to remove from my shelves or if I want to keep it. I have some people that I trust who gave this first book 4 stars, solid 4 stars. Or 4.5. And so I do want to give it some time to settle into it. I do want to give it some time to capture my attention. But if it keeps going in this vein, I might have to DNF. It's not a bad book by any means. Like I said, a lot of my friends have given this 4.5 stars. So I want to love it, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to. The other 2 books that are on this vlog, or will be in this vlog, are John Dies at the End. This is Kate's pick. I thought about starting with this one because here might be my other problem with Soul Keeper is I have read so many chunky fantasy books for my last month that I'm just burnt out a little bit. I probably should have gone with the humorous horror to kind of break it up, but I didn't. And then The Crystal Cave by Mary Stewart. This was my mom's pick. She's a patron of mine. This is an Arthurian retelling, and there are 4 books. I have all 4 books, so they are ones I need to get off my shelves. Oh, also, theme of the vlog is series that I own all of the books for and have not yet read, even the first book. So I am very excited for these 3 books. I know I don't seem like it right now. I'm also very tired because I just recorded a massive book haul and we have been running around like chickens with our heads cut off today because we had to like run some errands and went and had lunch with my mom. Oh, you know what? I also got some new pants. Let me see if I can show you guys them. Look at my new pants. They're so bright. They are like the flowy linen pants. So I think they're cute. They kind of look like pajamas. They kind of feel like pajamas. I don't care. I'm also from Oklahoma where jeans are what's acceptable to wear outside, not things that look like pajama pants. And so I have been trying to talk myself into wearing something other than jeans because of the issues I've had with my PCOS. I'm sure you guys have heard all about that. Something more comfortable, something that doesn't grip my belly, something that allows me free movement and makes me feel good when I'm wearing it. That way I can feel good, period. Like I just need to feel a lot better than I currently am. I also just now realized that you guys are facing the void that my PlayStation sets in. Whatever. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally be reading Soul Keeper. And then I'm dying to get to John Dies at the End for some horror to break up the fantasy. And then, Arthurian retelling. I'm always excited about an Arthurian retelling, even if I might not like it, because, a lot of people with my reading taste have not liked this, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I will check in with you guys later. All right, here we are, confession time. Oh, one thing. Let me get to where you guys can see this. I'm wearing my Team Heather shirt. It's been a while since I've done a vlog, and so I have not updated you guys on my niece. She had her last treatment of the Red Devil, and so she can start regular radiation soon, but everything's going really well with her cancer treatment, and we are hopeful, I guess is the word to use. But yeah, everything with her stuff is going well, and her final Red Devil treatment was no bad effects of that. So yeah, I just realized I hadn't updated you guys on that since I started vlogging again, but I am now halfway through Soul Keeper. I don't like it. I find myself zoning out all the time, having to reread certain passages. This is way too character driven for me. And while I hate to DNF a book that is a patron pick, I think this is actually the reason that Izzy picked it for me. She wants to know if it's worth keeping. And that eliminates a chunky series from my shelves that I can get rid of. And even though the purpose of this video is not to read or unhaul, it's actually benefiting me right now, currently. So, sorry, Mr. Douglas. I had been really interested in this series, and I've read some Douglas that I have liked. Soul Keeper is not it for me, so I'm going to go ahead and DNF. That does mean, yes, I'm so excited to start John Dies at the End. It's down here on the floor. I'm going to grab it real quick. Yeah, so, John Dies at the End, David Wong. We already know David Wong is not the author's name. He's already said that it's not his real name. But I am in the spooky season vibes already. You guys have seen my spooky season TBR. This isn't on there. But I knew I was going to be reading this in August, so I couldn't exactly add it for my September TBR. Did I push this vlog to see if I could get this book in at the very end? No, I didn't. I mean, that would have taken some really good foresight, but I didn't do it. Okay. Yeah, Soul Keeper, like I said, I've pretty much fallen asleep, zoned out multiple times. Way too character driven. I like a lot of the aspects of the book. There are very cool concepts going on in this series, and I just feel like it's more a Andrew book, if you guys have followed along for some time and know what I'm saying by that. Character driven, thematic, not driven by plot. I can't even tell you what the plot of this book is, and I'm halfway through. Sorry, I had chili earlier, and I can feel like the beans trying to stow away. Anyway, yeah, I don't like it. So very excited to
start this one. And I will check in with you guys when I get further along in this book. It's dark in here. Okay. Well, I thought I'd have more light than this. I have been reading John Dies at the End, and it's okay. It's fine. I think humor is just not my thing. I do like funny stuff, you know, but like hints of funny stuff, not overtly trying to be funny. I tend to not find it very funny. So, yeah. Sorry about how dark it is. I have locked myself in the library and didn't realize that it was so dark back here. But I will keep reading. I don't have any thoughts as of right now. That is all. That will be all. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. This vlog has not gone very well. I finished John Dies at the End. I hated it. So it's funny because the second book in the series, third book in the series, is what the hell did I just read? What the hell did I just read? I don't know. Here's the thing. I am not big on humor in my books. I really like dark fantasy. I really like, you know, enemies to lovers romances. I really like tension and excitement in that form. Humor, oh, it's so difficult to get me to like something like this. And I knew this was humorous, but I thought with the horror elements, it would balance out. No. I would put this in the same vein as Chris Panettire's Stringers. Same type of humor, same type of writing. And while I know both of them are very popular, not for me. So this also eliminates another series off of my shelves. And I went so far as tracking down the hardback books for these, and this took me forever to find. I should have known when I didn't immediately pick it up that there was something telling me in the back of my head that I wasn't going to like this series. But I don't know. I honestly, at this point, I'm not holding too much hope for this vlog. I need to run the numbers through Cawpile, but if I was going off of enjoyment, this would be a 2-star read. And I don't know. Someone save me from this vlog. I don't want to post it because my patrons have picked the books for me, and oh, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. That does mean that today I will be moving on to The Crystal Cave by Mary Stewart. Please be good. Please be good. This is Arthurian, and it says, born the bastard son of a Welsh princess, Myrddin Emrys, or as he would later be known, Merlin, leads a perilous childhood haunted by the portents and visions. But destiny has great plans for this no man's son, taking him from prophesying before the High King to the crowning of Uther Pendragon and the conception of Arthur, king for once and always. So, yeah, this is the story of Merlin. I am hoping that I like this. My hopes have been dashed through this video. I love The Bladed Faith by David Douglas. So I should have liked Soul Keeper. I mean, I know I'm not a character-driven reader, but I just had this feeling that I was going to love everything that David Douglas wrote. And I bought everything. And then, you know, I do have a Sapphire Altar to read. So David Douglas is not and never going to happen again. And I do still have Dance of Cloaks. So I'm still going to be reading that. And that's about assassins. So I should like that a lot more than what I liked Soul Keeper. I also have Skyborn. Is that the other one? I think. I can't remember. But anyway, I have that other series. They are so much shorter. They're like this size. And I feel like Soul Keeper, I should have known by the chunkiness of it there was going to be too much filler for me, that it was not going to keep my attention. And this is why I tend to go for like 500-page fantasy instead of 7 or 1,000, because you can't hold my attention that whole time. You just can't. And even The Way of Kings could not do it. I got 350 pages into The Way of Kings and said no more. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm making room on my shelves, because I still have stacks of books in the floor. Like, I'm looking at 3 different stacks. Well, technically 4 on my floor that I just haven't, I don't have room for them. So, yes, room has been made, and that is a good thing. I cleared out space on my horror shelf though, and I don't have horror books to put there, I don't think. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just make this all fantasy. Who knows? Yeah, so let's go move on to our Arthurian tale and pray for the best, because oh my god. That just okay. I'll be back in a few. I don't know if it's a few hours or a few minutes. All right, guys. This was meant to be a Patreon reading vlog, not a read or unhaul reading vlog. And let me tell you, I found this book pretty boring. Like, I don't know. There's not much I enjoyed about it. I'm trying to find how far I got. So I got 225 pages into this, and I have to say, I was bored. I was completely bored through it. This is another character-driven fantasy. I'm not a fan of character-driven. I love that we have a story told by Merlin himself. I do like the older character telling their story. That's one of the tropes I really like. But this one is just so slow-paced. Nothing happens for so much of the book that I am just like, okay. And by the time that we met Uther, I was bored. I was bored. And I'm sad, because this is Arthurian, so I was hoping to absolutely love it, and that's just not the case. But as with the trend of this video, that does eliminate 4 books from my shelves. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 books have been eliminated off of my shelves. And I have been wanting to do the read or toss for quite some time, to take the books off of my shelves that I'm no longer interested in. And it just so happens that my patrons helped me in getting here, helped me achieve a goal of mine. And that's about all I can say for this vlog. I'm sorry that I did not like a single book in this vlog. The only thing I can say is I didn't pick them. I didn't pick the books. I'm totally not blaming my patrons for this. Oh, excuse you. Are you wanting to be part of this video? My dog is over here whining. Yeah, I mean, I think I posted in my Discord earlier, do I even like reading anymore? I don't think I do. Not at this point. I'm excited to start what I'm gonna start for next month because it is the 30th. So yay. I don't know what else to say. And there are some arcs that I didn't get to that I am dying to get to, and in my mind I'm kind of just like frustrated that that's not what I read. And I read these, but I let my patrons pick a book every month, and it just so happened that this month I didn't like them. So also, so we are taking a break in the Patreon with the Buddy Reads and the Picking What I Read. I have something very fun and exciting to announce here very soon in regards to how I'm going to choose my TBRs going forward. And I hope that I will know more tomorrow. If I don't know more tomorrow, you guys will still not know that unless I post some kind of short or something like that. But I'm very excited for something that is coming. I do think that I am going to be sticking to the TBRs I have made for the end of the year as closely as possible. And I do think that I'm very excited for what is going to come. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you would like to join my Patreon and take part in choosing books for me to read, then all of my links are in a Linktree link down below. If you want to connect with me in any other way, you can also find those links down below. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.